afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this glorious Saturday afternoon? Hey, you, Deeves Koi, I see you. Yes, a new channel. Deeves, if you're watching, when you upload your video and you get that last bit at the end where it says, yes, it's for kids. No, it's not for kids. If you want people to be able to comment on your videos, you need to tick, no, it's not for kids. Then people can drop a comment on your video telling you that I've sent them over to you. So do me a favor, guys, go over, give them a subscribe, give them a like I say, on it, hopefully, if he's watching, on his next video, he will put, no, it's not for kids, and we will get to be able a chance to comment on his videos. He's starting a pond build and he's doing really good so far. And as you know, we do love a pond build. But I had a cracking day yesterday. God, I tell you, at one point my sides were, they were just me and Carl howling at Rick. At one point he's like, I'm going to crawl out of these waders and fuck it, because he got stuck. The thing is, it was alright in the middle of the silt when he was doing the old standpipe. As soon as he come over to the shallow bit and he started trying to get the old stake out the middle, he pushed himself down so far he got himself stuck. Oh mate, it was hilarious. Did do a couple of shorts, and if you haven't watched them, go and have a look, because yeah, watching Rick in that mud was hilarious. Well, it's not mud, as someone put in the comments. It's fish shit. Well, it's not just fish shit. It's other stuff that's rotted down and that. But yeah, there was, in some places, a good 2-3 foot, if not more, of silt. But we did manage to get a load of fencing done and whatnot. And we'll take a walk round and show you that Monday. And while we're on about Monday will be the last day of filming at the forest for a couple of weeks while the lesser spotted one is in Thailand. Fuck it, 3 holidays already so far. Japan, Transylvania, wherever it is. Now he's off to Thailand. I tell you what, fucking jet setter, isn't he? So yeah, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, because on Monday we are going to, excuse me, it's Red Bull coming back up. We are going to be harvesting the Twisted Rocket Pond. Now, there's a couple of things going to be going on there. Now, we will not be going live during the selection, the netting up and the selections. Rick has said that that's how he wants it, because he wants the video quality to be as good as it can be, because some of these fish are looking really nice. And on the live, on the playback, for some reason, even though everything's set for 4K, sometimes it comes out a lot pixelated and you can't make it out. So the actual selecting will be done on a video which will come out on Monday evening. But after the selections have been done by myself, Rocket Boy, Susan and Lynn, because they both have to take a day off work to come down Monday, because in his ultimate wisdom, our lesser spotted Ricardo said, you know, you got 5 picks each. And we're like, yeah. He said, well, the first pick's going to go to Susan and Lynn. Yeah, what? So yeah, the first fish out of my 5 is going to be picked by Susan. I have also got one in there from Koi Chicken Fest as well, which is my Benny Keep Cookie. But yeah, we will be harvesting and selecting our fish from the Twisted Rocket on Monday. Once we have done that, and Rick has picked out his keepers and put them back into the Twisted Rocket Pond, he will then pick out the top 5 or 10, and then we're going to go live. You lot asked for it. So at midday on Monday, we will be holding an auction of Rick's top picks from what's left in the pond, and there is some amazing fish in there. Absolutely amazing fish in there. So yeah, 12 o'clock Monday, we will be going live and we will auction what Rick thinks is the best of what's left, and there is some amazing fish in there. No, won't be surprised if one of them picks, and the big giver Benny guy in there that's supposed to go to Joe, but he said we can let it go, don't mind, but off your head, Joe, gonna have banging fish, Ginger and Benny guy. But yeah, there is some awesome ones in there. There's like I say, there's some of the Karashi Achievers, there is a couple of the Golden Corn-esque, can't call them proper Golden Corns, can we, because they weren't born in Japan, but they're Golden Corn-esque, same sort of principle, but red here. I've got one in the pond, and yeah, I'm thinking of moving that one on, because if things go right, I'll have a perfect replacement for it in the next week or so. Talking about the next week or so as well, I've been Paul, I haven't forgot about you. I will say yes, me, Susan and Mark will be down on the Saturday, and there will be more about that once I've actually spoken to Gary down at the Koi Hut. While we're on the subject, I would like to say a massive congratulations to Gary from the Koi Hut. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in the videos a few months, and we did a visit. I think it was just before Christmas. Was it just after Christmas? One or the other, because we ended up going back to Paul's place afterwards. And what a pond he's got. Susan said, as long as there's swimming pools there, we're coming up, Paul. He knows what I'm on about. But yeah, Gary at the Koi Hut is no longer the manager. He is now the owner. And from what Paul has said, he has made some major changes. So I can't wait to get down there and have a look round, because I was blown away when last time I went down. But after chatting with Gary, both on the camera and off the camera, his passion for koi, well, I can't shut up about koi. He couldn't shut up about koi. He's got so much love for it, and the shop. And I say massive congratulations to Gary. Can't wait to come down, bro. Can't wait to come down. But yeah, there will be more on that when I go there, when I get hold of Gary in the next few days. I got my last tray arrived yesterday, so I've got the shower up and running, and that is one of my first jobs today, is to get it surrounded in some insulation, because the air source heat pump is back on and on its way up. It's sitting at 18 degrees at the moment. Now, if the pond doesn't scrape clean today, then the fish that I bring back from the farm, depending on if Toso tank scrapes clean, then I can put them in there. But if after I've done my rounds, I've got like three lots to do, pond, they've all got to be done scrapes today. I also want to check over a few fish as well. So depending on how the scrapes come out, depends on where they go when they come back. And I think there is a massive chance that they're going to end up in here, which isn't a bad thing, because they will be on heat and I can keep an eye on them, and by which time I should have a lid to go over there to stop any jumpers. The blade I made, I did that when Maha was here, and she was laughing at herself at, because trying to get, I mean, it is thick plastic. It's the last piece of the Eric prototype lid, and yeah, trying to get that to bend. I had clamps on it, I was kneeling on it, a blowtorch going, oh, I was going bright red, but I managed to get it bent and I got it out. It looks so sweet as a nut. Stood here looking, I'm actually thinking I could have come back a couple of inches with it, with the way the blade comes down, but I've got an idea which will deal with the splash and stop it from going back down the wall, hitting the wall and going down behind the tank. So yeah, let me spin you around because I think I've waffled enough right at this moment in time. I'm surrounded in polystyrene because this is going to be fun and games, because you'll see what I mean when I spin you around. I've got some of this funky lagging stuff that the heating engineer left for me the other day. Big shout out to Koi Breeding and Stuff with Richard, mud number 102. Cheers, bud. That will go in there once I get things how I want them. So without further ado, you spin me right round, Stubbsy, right round, yay! Encore! You spin me right round. No, let me spin you around. That is a bunch of frogs. So, zoom me out. So, as you can see, another big tier, and that's got 3/4 of a rubble sack of a mixture of Alpha Grog, Bio, it was just the brown one, the Bio Home, and then we've got my homemade spillway, and you've got my grill in there as well, and literally there is no space between the bottom and the media, but I am getting splash up the wall. So my plan is, because I've measured it, I can get another piece of CLS in along there for another row of cups, which means I can infill that corner and continue it round. But what I'm planning to do is want to get a bit of this batten on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of liner that will go all the way around. I'm going to staple it to the edge, and then I'm going to put the batten in, then I'm going to fold it up, and then I will staple it to the front edge of the bit of CLS coming along, and then it will all just drop straight back down in there. We've got 2 in there, we need some more. That's what we need, is we need some more. Like I say, these have picked up in here all apart from one. Gonna have to start taking that down soon. These have picked up in here, but at the same time I know things are going to be slow in this one because it's a completely brand new system. But me plants are absolutely loving it. Mind your own business has started to pick up. Ferns are doing well, and there is green coming out on that big one up there, and there's loads of new ones uncurling, so we're coming along in there, great guns. But yeah, these should scrape clean today. And when Mum come today, first thing she said, "Oh, you cleaned your window." Oh no, that was Susan done that. I am going to have to sort the UV out because we got an algae bloom in the pond after the last couple of days. But yeah, scrape time. I've actually lifted the sensor up, or the switch, the float switch, I've lifted that up so it cleans a little bit more often, so I can pull out as much as I can of that algae floating in there. I've also sped the pump up as well to see if that helps. I don't want to have to slam in a load of blanket weed treatment at this moment in time. But anyway, I'm going to put you down because I need to play with some polystyrene, and yeah, it's going to be fun getting that backside done. This side might need trimming in places because of the air pump, and I've got enough room to stretch and open that tempest valve. But you've got the easy pod, you've got all the media in there, you've got the media in there, and now you've got 3 tiers of media in there. This is going to need another trim because the Mind Your Own Business has taken off again. Never knew that Venus flytraps flowered. I've got loads of new one coming on this one, and I've got loads of little ones coming in that one, so they must be absolutely loving it in there. But yeah, you can see where the Mind Your Own Business has been growing, so run the scissors across the top of it because I want to encourage it all to come down there now. But yeah, there we go. Back to you in a bit. Oh, well, I am absolutely covered, and inside a long block looks like the inside of a fucking snow globe. But I'm getting there, and I'm going to end up using up all of the bits and pieces from the front garden. Yes! Which means the carpet tiles was under the sort of fuck deep up with them. The carpet tiles that were under swimming pool I can bring out the back garden, put over the joints on the carpet tiles that are already there, ready for some sand to go over the top. I won't have to buy any underlay at all. Sweet! But we're getting there. I've got the back done, I've got one side done, I'm working on the front now because there's no point touching the pipework until I've got the front done. Yeah, make fun and games trying to get down there to do some shelves. That's for frickin' sure. Let me spin you around. So yeah, there we go. I got the left hand side done. I got the back done. I got room to get to me slide valves and me lever valve, me air taps. When I put the front on, I'll have to shape that as well. And then when I'm able to, I'll get another roll of silver foil tape and I'll tape it all nice and sweet and flush, and then I'll paint it. I don't know, might even do it with duct tape if I've got some. But yeah, that's where we're at. And then take this one out, and then I'm going to run an LED strip along that bit there, which will boom, light that up absolutely awesome. I think what I might do is just put the one spotlight here. No, not there. Not there. I might put it in the lid, because if I put it there, it'll fuck me up for when I want to cage net it up. But yeah, that's where we're at. But I've got to stop now for a second, get the old blower out, blow all this polystyrene off me, because I've got to put down to Mars because the other fittings have arrived, so we can get the Tempest back up and running for her. Where's my little squiff again? I tell you what, it's the only grievance I've got with the Filtro drum, and that is the lids. Look. This one bows down in the middle. The spare one down there is even fucking worse. But let's get this shut up, because we are kicking on up to 18 degrees. And I'll pick you back up at Mars. Yeah, just chuck on the pondage, babe. That's me back at Mars, and we're going to try and get this lot sorted out here. Going to take this UV off because it doesn't need it, along with the 2 or 3 UVs that are in the garage as well. So if anyone's in the need of a UV, just drop me a line, and we'll sort you out. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. It's crazy. It really is. But yeah, let me spin you around. I'll spin you around. So there's your return. We did have it branched off to this as well, but yeah, if I'd have known that it was connected like that, I would have brought a couple of bits of that down. And yeah, we're going to get rid of this, so we're going to come out of there. We're going to come straight down, and we're going to go on to there. For we'll do that another day. The idea is if we can get as little pipe work here as possible, it will help. I'm also going to get a couple of clips in just to give this bit of pipe a bit of stability, shall we say. But oh, I tell you what, mate, I treat this road like a fucking racetrack. I can't fucking talk. I used to do exactly the same when I had my bike. Fucking flying up there. Yeah, it's just too easy, that road. And honestly, you can hear all that. I mean, we've had them popping wheelies and all sorts. I stopped doing that because I kept getting fucking told off. Next time she seen I get fucking clumped with a left hook. Oh, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to put you down and start shutting some pipe work. Well, my little fruit bats, that's me done for the day because the waste valve system on the bottom must have got damaged when it went down, because whatever I do, I can't stop it from leaking. And on top of that, I put it on for a boil and then went to turn the ball valve to empty it, and come off my hand. Sheared completely. Fucking EA, I'll tell you. The price they charge, you'd have thought it'd take better fucking... Don't get me wrong, I fucking love Tempests, but I really don't agree with the price, that's for sure. But I have got it running, or I had it running, but we had to stop because one, I needed to clean the Tempest, and two, it was leaking and I couldn't stop. But let me spin you round. Oh, techno playing in the background. Yeah. Past Nature Pond, doing well. Susan is trying to rob the Asagi out there off her mum. But we've got an in, comes in, or should I say goes out at the top, which is clipped here, and it's clipped down there, holding that in place even more. And then the plan is I'm determined to try and get 1.5 inch solid pipe all the way up to there with flexible pipe there onto the pump, with the pump hanging the other side. So that it sits off the bottom. Yeah, as soon as my pond's been scrapped, as soon as my pond scrapes clear, the common room and Big Fatty will be coming home with me. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll pick it back up tomorrow when I come down there, I reckon, but I don't know if that'll be before or after the live. So yeah, 1 step closer, 2 steps backwards. Fucking EA, I tell you. But anyway, I'll catch you back up when I get to the towers. Well, my little fruit bats, that's 9:30, and that's me done for this evening. one more layer of this bubble wrap on the front, a little bit of stuff around the pipe work, and then I can get the paintbrush out. My filter shed just seems to be getting smaller and smaller. I am going to be able to get some more cups in though. Might be a little bit of an issue getting some screws in down the back end, but I reckon we could. And then I can get the skirt on over the edge. But yeah, he's big. He's surrounded in 4 inches of fruit polystyrene. Check this out. There we go. Nice bit of shape on there, so I can still reach me doohickeys down there. I've been round once with the ultra fine net and taken a load of polystyrene off the edges and that. I am going to have to get the big wet vac out so I can go round in here with the dry stuff first, and then I'm not even going to try sending that up my fucking sump pump. That's for sure. So yeah, I think the wet vac's going to get some use tomorrow. Oh bollocks! Fuck it, it can stay there for tonight. Fuck it, it can stay there for tonight. I'm knackered. I really am knackered. So yeah, I will be back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. And we've also got to go back to Mars tomorrow as well. So yeah, and in between we've got to do a live. Well, no doubt this will be going out on tomorrow evening. So I'll see you in the morning.
The next day.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Corey. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? Let me just take this out of my ear. There we go. You can hear me better. And you, Asterix Corey Borden. Get it across. Check my man Paul out. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Drop him a comment. Tell him a Twisted one sent you. It'll tickle him pink. I know that for a fact. Well, I've been in with the Hoover, and inside is looking a little bit more tidy than it was. At some point this afternoon, I'm going to have to move the wood from off the fence so I can get the fence taken off because I got a leak on the air source heat pump. Oh, you couldn't write this shit, could you? But yeah, we're looking a damn sight tidier in here now. Polystyrene free. Got a dose of PP running in the main pond, and I've got a dose of PP running in the toe side tank. You motherfucker! Wind's just blown my fucking bush over. Put you in there, Mush. You need 3 potting. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the only one that hasn't is the Frankenstein pond, which is doing really good. Spent ages last night on the old microscope, and yeah, found a trick in there, and I've still got flukes in here, and I cannot afford another round of Lernix, so I am going to try Ken's approach, and by Ken I mean Ken from My Koi Obsession. Ken lives in Canada, and they have not got access to a lot of the medications that we do. One of them is fluke treatments. So over there, to eradicate flukes, he does a 3-day PP treatment, one after the other. So I'm going to give that a go. And then if that don't work, I'm going to pull my fucking hair out because the season hasn't even started properly yet. But what a glorious day. What a glorious day. So yeah, I'm pottering around with little bits and pieces today. Going to be going live very shortly. So I think what I'm going to do is get the paintbrush out and get the new shower, paint it black, and then I can get one of these canvases up on it. So yeah, I shall come back to you in a ickle bit. Well, my little fruit bats, I haven't really got a hell of a lot done there for the rest of the afternoon. I've been down to Mars to move some furniture for her. Come back up. I've now got the light running above the tank on the timer. I just got to redo the times on them. Pipes lagged. Polystyrene's gone. Everywhere's looking tidy and sweet. Just topping up the main pond now. And then I think I'm going to go and sit and relax, ready for tomorrow. Can't wait. Super excited on that one. Super excited. So, yeah, let me show you what I've done here. So, yeah, as you can see, lights in, installation's in, looking sweet. I've just got to go over that pipe with some silver stuff, and then we are cushy. So as you can see, everywhere polystyrene free, all looking tidy and swish. Both lights are now running down on that set of plugs, so it gives me a spare one up there. I'll turn that off now. See, they're doing well. Need to seem a little bit happier, but they got that's one down, a two to go. Hopefully, we'll be able to knock this shit on the head. But yeah, it really is starting to look wicked out here. And providing the weather stays like this in the week, we'll start the toe-side tank teardown. But yeah, they seem a little bit happier. But two more doses, and hopefully that should knock it all on the head. Acer is starting to come out absolutely awesome. Oh, and I'm really pleased. Davey, Davey, backcountry crew bloke, he said, "Don't worry, it's not dead." Yeah, Davey boy, look, I'm chuffed to bits. My Goldcrest has seen better days, but my Acer is starting to leaf out now as well. That note, guys and girls, I would like to say a massive thank you for joining along. As always, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and all that shimizzle. We will be at the forest tomorrow. Don't forget, there will be an auction live at 12 o'clock. As always, guys and girls, I've been Twisted Koi. You out there, you know you're great. And like I say, we'll see you tomorrow at the farm.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.